everyone. It's Melissa from ASI's media team, and I am excited that you're with me for episode number 4 of I Love ASI, where I get the pleasure of interviewing our suppliers and distributors about their relationship with ASI, and I get to learn more about them and their business. So I'm really excited for today because I am joined by the awesome Stephanie Morales.
Woo!
Marketing, woo! She's a marketing manager at Eyevertising, and then I'm also joined by Rosy Gort, who's an account manager as well. Yes, so nice to meet you guys today, and
Thank you for having us.
Yes, I'm so excited to get into these questions. So, what do you guys say?
Yes,
I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So, Stephanie, I see that you're in your showroom. Can you give me like a little tour?
Yeah, well, come with me on this journey. You guys, what we would typically do at a physical trade show. So we actually have our booth set up as if we were really there. So it's kind of awesome because the way we kind of work it out is we work with kind of categories, since there's so much that we can do generally with eyewear. We can do everything from lens and prints. We can do super custom frame customizations. We can even do, gonna sneak in here, some blue light blockers. And then we have so many, which is super trendy right now. And then we have so many stock frames. So if any of those clients that ever need 850 pieces MOQ, 3 to 5 business days, we got you. And then lastly, we have a little bit of our t-shirts because we do offer apparel printing services. And then where Rosy's standing, we have the real wood, some eco options, and then we have some fun novelty, because what's a party without novelty frames, right? Exactly. So that's pretty much our trade show setup. And again, this is something we would generally do when we are at a physical trade show, but with the times, we're making it work and setting up our own location in the back.
I think that's so awesome. So to adapt to current limitations for meeting clients due to COVID, what systems have you set up to meet with clients? And can you tell me a little bit more about that, Rosie?
Yeah, of course. So we've been able to implement meeting with our clients via Zoom. So that way we're able to do our face-to-face, and we're able to show them the different variety of frames that we have, the new things that we're offering. So I know that it doesn't compare to being able to attend trade shows, which now we've been able to do virtually also. So it's the next best thing to being able to be live in person, face to face, and being able to touch something. Because I can be on the phone with you and tell you, explain a different frame, the things that are best sellers, right. But to actually see them and like to see us wearing it is completely different. So it does give that one-on-one feel, and it's more personable. So that's what we've been able to.
Yeah, it worked out for us pretty well.
Yeah.
I love that. And honestly, I feel like it's so cool that you guys made that quick pivot. Because like you said, it's different than, touching a product in person, and you can't necessarily always replicate that experience, but to create such a cool, showroom in the back virtually where you can have people kind of look at products, you can display it on Zoom meetings or MS Teams. It's just so smart for your customers. So
yeah. And plus, just to add into what Rosie said, it's really great because you have that one-on-one attention as well. So if when customers have specific questions or they don't quite understand, because in actuality, sunglasses can kind of get a little complicated in terms of customization.
Especially with us, since we have
like 30,000 different ways you can seriously customize. Yeah. I know it's shocking, but so it's better for us to kind of present to them to show this is what a heat transfer is, this is what a sublimation, or even provide brainstorming sessions where we can help them create ideas for their clients. So I think on top of that, it's been really helpful for distributors. And we've really had fun also getting to know our clients more personal.
Yeah.
I think that's smart because, like you said, it's kind of like taking out some of the legwork later down in the order. It's like making sure you're getting that idea as close to what somebody wants, if not exactly on point, like when they're looking for a certain idea. And I think also, too, it helps them make more informed decisions for their clients because they've already had this education piece with you and your sales team, which is really, really cool. So it's always best to be planning, at least from what I've heard, 3 months ahead for orders. So summer, yes, it's almost here. It's almost here. I know, I'm so ready. What are some of the trends? Like, can you share 3, Stephanie, that you think are really important that end buyers would be interested in?
Yeah, sure. So for us, we're in Miami, so summer is kind of already here, but
I'm
the
so
hot
jealous.
summer is
Honestly,
creeping
it's all
soon.
year round.
Yeah, it's
So
all year round for us. So it's really good that we do work with eyewear because we get to see the trends that are already happening, that we can then like pass on to like the Northeast or the Northwest.
Right.
So I'm gonna get into a few things that I've noticed with our recent requests, because like you said, people are planning 3 months ahead. And some of the cool things that we've noticed is that some of the clients are asking for unique designs.
Yeah.
So I mentioned before that we generally offer products which is like a typical like retro frame, something like this. You can kind of see the typical retro.
So cute.
Yeah, so it's awesome because those typically fit every face shape. But we're noticing some brands kind of want something different. They want something unique, something that, is not a typical promotional item and something that their end users may want to really wear. So something I would recommend that we actually have done is this cool like sports frame.
here, let me model
Yeah,
it for
we'll
you.
have Rosy
Oh, yes.
So you can see how like cool points, like
totally epic.
That's so neat.
Totally epic design. We've had pretty cool orders. We have a lot of orders with this style actually, and it's mostly with like beverage companies, liquor companies. As summer is coming back into play, a lot of more events are happening. So this is a fun frame. She looks like she's ready to go to the cabana
I'm ready
and
for
sport some
anything.
Smirnoff vodka. This is a great piece that we're noticing. Another version is people are enjoying like a little bit more of a mirrored lenses. So there's more trends with customizations, but this is a full mirrored. I'll have Rose again try this on. And again, they're working with multiple tones, a nice mirrored frame to really give that quality look because promotional items, especially with eyewear, they're looking for something more retail like. They don't want to look
Like this, you see the brandings on the side. It's something subtle,
right.
but it didn't affect the coolness of the
Exactly.
frame.
We still want to keep that cool factor because at the end of the day, that's what the end user is going to want to wear. They're not going to wear, a one color imprint. They may throw that right into the trash.
Right.
And of course, we want their investments to work for them. So that's why I wanted something like this, maybe really awesome. And then the last one that I'll show just for their uniqueness is something that we call it's slab frames. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of cool. I'll show you it. It's basically like a frame that it will fold, and then with enough pressure, it'll kind of slap.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So if you're a 90s baby, you may know one of these as a slap bracelets.
Yes.
It's pretty cool because you can just pop them right on. My head's too big.
And then, well, this has one of the tickets on it. But then what you do is you put it on and then you snap the back so it stays in place.
Yeah, and it won't move.
So this is like great for like marathons, for walks, for fundraisers.
Yeah.
Even sports, we're starting to see a lot of openings with like the stadiums and the capacity. So we have a lot of co-branding going on with these fun, on the go type of frames.
Literally on the go. And guess what? My glasses are on my wrist.
I love it. Like, especially like 90s, like it never ends. You know what I mean? It's just like
it's
those
always
perpetual. Yeah, like I would love to have that for some type of like themed party or something. Like I would literally snatch those up.
Yeah. And the great thing is that you can customize it with the color on the side.
Very
And
cool.
you can do either a corner lens imprint, you can do an imprint on the side. So it's highly customizable and super cool also.
I love it. So that's really cool, like as far as the summer is concerned. We also have a few other ones. And this one's kind of like summer, but definitely year round. It's the blue light blocking glasses.
Right.
And something that me and Rosy are actually wearing.
I can't live without these.
Yeah, same.
We have tons of different styles available here as well because we can do something as nice and professional as what Rosy's wearing. We could do something a little bit more unique in the shape, such as the circle frames.
Okay.
We also can do like fun club glasses. This is blue light.
Ooh, I love them.
Super cute, great for a professional environment.
Here, let me try it on. Oh, why do you have a model if you're not?
My apologies.
I haven't been fun today.
So we have something club. So again, it has that uniqueness to it. And then if you do want to get a little edgy, we also have it on a metal aviator frame.
Ooh, I love those.
Again, this one is a pretty cool, awesome style because you're bringing back a little bit of the, 70s, 80s look. But the great thing about this is that it's great for summer, especially. I mean, it was our saving grace for during the pandemic just because everybody was working from home. And
Right.
so this was a huge popular item. But it's even more so, we're still seeing increases on these requests because, some positions are turning remote, as well as it's also being promoted as a wellness promotional item because it does support things like reduces eye strain, prevents headache,
Yeah.
and it gives you a
Right.
better night's sleep. So although this is generally made for like at home, but you can definitely use it outside on the go. As long as you have a digital screen in front of you, you need blue light blockers.
Same.
So that's the second trend that I noticed.
Yeah.
And the last one I would have to say is our newly introduced one, which is print on demand. I'll touch a little bit about it. But basically, we're noticing we kind of assess that it's the result of the pandemic because customers don't really want to sit on inventory anymore. They want something that is not a total investment. So
Right.
print on demand is an awesome concept that allows clients to basically promote products without having to have that inventory in stock, and they
Okay.
could do one-offs. And so that's something that we are offering. We just started offering it this year, and
Okay.
we're pretty excited about it. And so we're going to see trends happening in the summer, such as pop-up shops, and then a lot of sport team swag for requests, which what we've been creating so far with our free web stores.
Is there anything in particular to know about your new print on demand service?
Well, yeah, it's a great way for your clients to be able to get their brand, to get merchandise out there. Again, like Stephanie said, without making an initial investment in inventory. You don't have to hold inventory. You don't have to invest and print out a bunch of different shirts. Everything
Okay.
is on demand.
Right.
So the great thing about it is, like we have different schools that they would wait until a certain amount of time, they would roll out different shirts. And then after the orders were complete, a month later, they would submit their order to produce all the shirts.
Nice.
A lot of their customers got upset because they had to wait a long time. So they switched over. And now, since everything is print on demand, as soon as an order is placed within 3 to 5 business days, they receive their order
Their
goes
items,
out.
yeah.
So
Okay.
we're able to customize these web stores to have products that would be great for your industry. So again, we do it for schools, we do it for fundraisers. There's some people that use it as their own in-house
Yeah, their own
store.
personal
Yeah.
shops. Yeah.
Right.
And
So
it's
their own
cool because we
company
offer
store.
products even more geared for the summer, like flip-flops. I think we do towels. We do have a large selection of like apparel and hard goods, like tumblers. So you have a really great vast majority of items that you can put in your store without having to commit to that inventory.
Yeah, and the great thing about it is it's basically you set and you let it go, and it just makes money on its own. Because we create the web store for you.
Okay.
Then we capture the order, we capture payment, we produce, fulfill, ship, and then once a month we send you a check to the distributor. And
That's the good part.
yeah, so basically it's like we
Nice.
do everything, and you just sit back and collect the check.
Wow. Okay. So it's really like a one-stop shop, and so many of the hassles are taken off the other person's shoulders. So that being said, if one of our audience members is interested in learning more, is there a direct person to contact? What would you guys recommend?
Rosie is your go-to girl for
It
most of
legit
your
says
promo
it.
items. Yeah.
In my title, it says your go-to promo girl. I'm like,
All right. Okay. So Rosie is the girl that's going to hook you up with all the info about print on demand. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we end, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our audience before we go into our final question?
Well, if you ever need anything in terms of marketing assistance in regards to flyers and user flyers ready to post social media, I would be the one for you to reach out to.
Cool.
I'm always happy to help, happy to brainstorm some ideas. We have tons of case studies to share, so don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're really known for our above and beyond customer service as a 5-star ASI supplier.
Yeah.
So don't hesitate to let us know how we can help you. I'll just insert our email if you have any questions. It's hello@eyevertising.com. Feel free to send any request over.
Thank you so much for sharing that information. I'm sure people will be reaching out. So that being said, let's end with one of my favorite questions, which is, why do you guys love ASI? So tell me all about it.
can I say?
Uh-huh.
Can
You
I
want to go
say-
first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I was gonna say about my favorite. So my favorite client of all time is an ASI member. So I'm like, if it wasn't for ASI, I would have never met him, and he's awesome. Like every time that I deal with him, he's the greatest. So Casey Hughes from LT's in Maine,
Shout out.
love that man.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, like
awesome.
Rosy said, I think for me, it like I love ASI's ability to really support suppliers and put us in a really great position to offer our services when it comes to distributors. And you guys really get creative with the trade shows. And so I really love, like, pretty much I love the services that's offered, but I love more is the people. The people
Oh,
that runs ASI, from trade shows to the advertisement section to even social media. You guys have been nothing but awesome to suppliers, have always been willing to help us. Shout out to Pam and Krista. But honestly, I think the people that run ASI, and also the people that we interact with from ASI that
Yeah.
are ASI distributors, have always been, great people to get to know, great clients. And so I think it's a really, I think it's a pleasure to work with that kind of community.
I might have a favorite, but I love them all. It's like your kids. You can't select a favorite one.
Yeah, we love all. That's true.
Even
that's
though
so
they're-
cool. That
Shout
you
out.
guys are literally so much fun. I can see why you guys have like top rated customer service, because I literally would be like emailing and calling you guys all the time because you guys are so great. So
Yeah. I mean, sunglasses is a fun item. If you're not having fun with sunglasses, then something's wrong.
Yeah.
So
Right?
it's definitely part of our personality to give you that fun factor, because it's eyewear. I mean, it's just fun.
Right, and promo in general, right? It's just like such a fun, lively like industry. So thank you so much for giving me some of your time today. I appreciate it so much. You guys are like the absolute best. Keep doing amazing work, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Listen, I look forward to seeing all the segments and seeing how everyone else enjoys ASI.
And
Thanks
if
again.
anybody is in Miami, come on down and hang out with us.
stop by.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.